And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. It is now about 8:30 this morning and still cold.
It is freezing. It is freezing cold.
Big frost outside this morning. 25 earlier this morning. We'll look at temperatures in a minute.
Yeah, I didn't cover my plants until we got home last night from the soccer game, but and I think even just being out that long in the cold, I think it did something to them because they were already starting to turn brown. We had ice. No lie, like it was frost on our gas bottle on our little heater at the game last night.
Whoa.
It was cold. Very cold, but we won, so that was good.
So what was the score?
It was like 5-1, our boys, and I think our girls won too. They played Northeast.
Did the parents get a treat for sitting through the cold weather?
No, we didn't.
I'm telling you,
but it
that's
wasn't
rough.
that bad. I mean, I was layered up, and we had that little buddy heater, so and a blanket. So I mean, it really wasn't that bad. But I mean, if I hadn't had that, it would have been horrible.
Rough.
Yeah.
Well, as we look at what's going on this morning, breaking news as fire breaks out at the Kemper County coal plant. I've spoken with Sheriff James Moore. It started roughly this morning around 3:30, and it's not completely out, but they have got it contained, and it's close to being out. And I've got video of that, and I'm going to hit this button here, and we should be able to watch that.
They ain't got enough water to put that out.
And again, that's the fire that's going on now at the Kemper County coal plant. And again, that roughly started at 3:30 this morning.
That's scary.
It is.
You know, we're not too. I mean, we're not in Kemper County, but we're not too far across the way from there. So that's kind of scary.
I spoke to someone that's house was within 5 or 6 miles there, and they said that the sky was covered in black smoke everywhere. So if you're in the Kemper County area this morning, that is what's going on. And again, I spoke to James Moore this morning, and I don't believe anybody has been hurt, but I do not have a confirmation on that. I haven't spoken to any of the paramedics or anybody that was called to the scene to treat anybody, but from all accounts, it looks okay. But again, I can't confirm that because I hadn't got all the details of what's gone on.
Yes. Also, if you're traveling into work this morning and you're going down Highway 493, right about when you get to the Windsor Road meets 493, there's a while ago there was a cop, or I guess it was a county, deputy sheriff car across the road. So I'm not sure what's happened, if there's a wreck on down the highway or what, but they were like having people detour down Windsor Road.
Okay.
So you could either go down Bunton Gun or Windsor if you have to get to North Hills, but just be aware of that, if you're...
Most likely that'd be in that curve down there by the Covingtons there where everybody loves to seem to take the pasture instead of...
That's an awful spot. And also on the other side of the road in that curve, there's been people run off in there. So just be careful. You don't ever know, these roads are slick.
Yeah, with as cold as it's been. And sometimes you can't see, and that could have been calls from somebody that didn't clean off their windshield this morning.
Right. And I'm not even sure if it's a wreck. I don't have any idea what's happened. There could be cattle has gotten out. Who knows?
Where is my on-the-scene live reporter?
I know.
We could do it just like Ray Stevens.
I should have gone down there and asked him what's going on. But anyway, just be aware of that if you need to get to work this morning, and you might have to take a detour. They might have it, open by now, but...
And if you've got any more information, if you're in the Kemper County area and you do have some more information on what's going on at the coal plant, drop us a note so we can share that everybody else as more people are waking up finding out about this. So that's kind of rough, those situations.
Yes.
All right, let's take a minute and talk about weather.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we said, cold outside this morning. We started out as widespread. This is not going to cut off till about 10 o'clock. 56 for a high today. We're only down to 37 tonight. By tomorrow, we'll get a 50% chance of rain, 40% on Friday. The weekend looks good, 56, and we'll get 58 on Sunday, but sunshine most of those days. So we won't have the weather that we've had.
That's good. This morning, my son, when he got up, he goes, "Oh, it snowed." I said, "No, it's frost. It's just like a heavy frost." So.
It did look like a little snow outside.
It did. Mm-hmm.
So be prepared for that. Let's see what all is going on this morning. Let's see. In local news, a 60-year-old man has been charged with 4 counts of statutory rape in Lauderdale County. He's in lockup now. So that's never good. Now, of course, you have to go to court to be proven guilty on that, but he has been charged with it. And the Philadelphia police chief, Julian Greer, is going to retire at the end of the year, December the 31st. So I think he'd been there like 28 years. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
To handle one job.
You must have done a good job.
I think I made it.
Keep him around.
21 years one time.
Did you?
I'm going to say what happened. It's just rumor.
Yeah.
As we look at things today, big day out at the Lauderdale County Agri Center. They did this a month or so ago, back in November, and they ran out of food. They have 2 trucks today. It's a food giveaway. It begins at 11 a.m. and will go through 2 p.m. You drive up and they hand you the food. That's Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, Meridian Police Department's involved. A really good thing for our community.
And we want to thank all these people that are involved in doing this because it's such a good thing, especially right now with the holidays and people are probably having a hard time financially. So we really appreciate y'all, everybody that's working on that.
Seems like I read something, where we kept seeing on the news where everybody was dumping their milk because it was going bad, that started to where they'd rather give it to somebody than chunk it in the field. And I think that's how it began. But that'll go to a lot of needy folks. And then I want to say there's another one coming up on maybe December the 7th. I'll double check that later. But today, 11 until 2 out at the Lauderdale County Agri Center. If you need a little food, they'll be there. And we missed out on Newton last night, but I hear they had a great time with the Christmas tree lighting there at Ralph Payne Park. So if you were in the neighborhood over there and you got to do that, that's a lot of fun.
That is. I mean, it's always nice to go and see stuff like that happening in the community. Everybody kind of coming together and.
Yeah, I don't know if DeKalb has a Christmas tree lighting anymore and the rest of it, but if you've got one, let us know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Also coming up in Decatur, they've got a little event and might make some cash there. It's a little competition in town there, a lighting competition by the Women's Progressive Club.
Okay.
First place, $50.
Okay. And look, this I saw last night also that in Hattiesburg, I think this weekend they're going to have at the Hattiesburg Zoo. They're going to have it's going to be lit up for Christmas. It's some kind of little thing down there. So,
really?
Yeah, it's this weekend, and there's several other weekends too that they're going to do it before Christmas. So. We'll be down there actually Saturday for a soccer tournament, so we might check that out.
Well, go, girl, go. As the day gets going, let me see here. I'm trying to think I got to go to the dentist today.
Ooh, goodness.
I might holler. I've always been told to wear your cowboy boots in case it gets bad and you have to kick somebody.
Well, yeah. But look, that's my anxiety. Like, I have major anxiety when I go to the dentist. I'm like a little kid.
Does it really bother you
I ask
that
a
bad?
million questions, and I am a nervous wreck. I mean, I hate it.
Is it rough? Really?
Thankful for y'all. Thank goodness that we got teeth.
But let me tell you, can y'all imagine being in the 1800s before they come up with anesthesia where they could give you a shot and you had to sit in that chair?
Yeah.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah, I wish they'd just knock me out. Just do whatever they need to do. It's just,
I've never been to a dentist that does the laughing gas. Every dentist I've ever used gives you the shot, and that'll prick when it goes in, makes you scream and holler.
Yeah. Oh, I've always hated the drill. I know. I'm really getting you.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. I can't wait to get there.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of great things going on, Joe out of the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville has a lot going on today. You can drop in. They have new specials this week at kickoff. 89 cents for bell peppers. Those you use that a lot in cooking for flavoring, don't you?
We grew, but we had a garden when I grew them this year. Like we had red ones, green ones. Yeah.
Now, are grapefruits only for diets?
No, I mean, a lot of people eat grapefruit. It's not one of my favorite things. It's kind of bitter.
I don't fight nobody over grapefruit. But if you are into that kind of thing, a 5-pound bag for $4.99.
Yeah.
You can also get the Idaho potatoes, $3.99 for the 8-pound bag. Let's see, they've got the crunchy celery stalk, $1.29. And if you're looking for some Piggly Wiggly barbecue sauce, 99 cents for that 18-ounce bottle. And mayonnaise. Are you one of those that puts mayonnaise on everything that you eat?
No. Look, when I was little, we used to eat mayonnaise sandwiches. It was one of our
That's
summer.
it?
Yeah, when I was like a kid, I would want a mayonnaise sandwich, and now I'm minimal mayonnaise. I don't want a whole lot of mayonnaise.
Look, but if you take mayonnaise, a piece of cheese, and 3 potato chips and squish it together, that is like the best sandwich you can whoop up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I ate a lot of that in college. Sure
But
did.
go get you some mayonnaise. You can use it in all kind of stuff. Potato salad.
Yeah,
everything.
potato salad. I'm not a big fan of that, but
You're not.
oh, anybody that eats potato salad, and y'all back me up here. You can like smell them like 3 rooms down when they come in after they've eaten
The onion in it
I don't know
or
what's
what?
in it, but that smell.
Well, I'm gonna tell
If
you.
you want
There's
to run a date, eat you some of that, and he ain't gonna mess with
well,
you.
there's a potato salad that we get, and you can put it. You would probably like it. You put it in a baking dish. Top it with some bacon and cheese, bacon bits and
Yeah.
like cheese, and cook it in the oven. It is so good. It's like a potato casserole.
I'll
it's
take
like
a
a loaded
sample.
potato.
Loaded potato.
Loaded baked potato.
Everybody hears
potato
Candace
salad.
talking about food, but we never see results, do we?
We're having a cooking show one day. Y'all just mark it down. We're going to, because I'm going to prove to this guy that I can cook.
Yeah. Your husband sure is skinny. That's all I got to say.
It's not.
89 cents for saltine crackers. You can also get the gallon cooking thing for $6.99 of Wesson oil, a gallon of it. You can get the Big Bopper paper towels for 89 cents a roll after you make your mess. The classic bologna, you can get that 2 for $3, or you can get the jumbo Frank's, the bar S for 4 for $5. That's a bar. You can feed a bunch of meals off of that.
Yeah.
The beef shoulder roast, $3.59 a pound, along with the family pack, $3.79 a pound of the shoulder steaks, and ice cream, the Mayfield, 2 for $5 for the 48.
Butter pecan.
Yep, butter pecan is good.
It is. I love butter pecan ice
And of course, all the Coca-Cola products that you want there, 2 for $9. And the Piggly Wiggly is going to be putting on the Very Merry Christmas Parade. That's going to be the 12th of December there. Lots of
Yes.
stuff going on at the Pig afterwards.
I think it's going to go through Lake Ross Collins.
Oh.
So that's going to be neat. And that'll be good because,
Yeah.
be fun for the kids.
Yeah, so check all that out. That's at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville going on December the 12th, and a lot of great specials this week. So drop in and see them. They'll certainly help you out in any way they can.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Well, again, still not warm outside. A big thank you to Miss Gail Gafford for watching this morning. Linda Jane, how are you over in Scuba this morning? She's a
Yep.
sweetheart.
Really.
Known her a long time. And Leslie Crooks, thank you, Cook. Thank you,
Yeah,
Scrubs.
we appreciate all y'all,
Yeah.
watching and listening to us every morning and dropping some comments. And
We do appreciate that. And again, if you just now tuned in, there is the fire at the Kemper County coal plant this morning. They do have it contained. It's not completely out, but they're working on it to get that taken care of in no time flat. So just keep that in mind this morning as you're starting your day. Now, as we go back to some Mississippi news this morning, 13 more counties have been added to the restricted areas of wearing masks and things.
I don't know if I know we're supposed to wear a mask, and I wear mine every time I go in a business or anything, but there's just not a lot of enforcement of it that I've seen.
There's not, but think about that. How do you enforce that without being?
I know. I guess I just don't see people like asking people to put their, even in stores. I went in a store the other
You
day.
ain't been in Lowe's, have you?
No, yes, we went in Lowe's.
They're like tough up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there's people walking around without a mask on in there we saw. But anyway, I went in a convenience store the other day to pay for gas, and the people had it like pulled down right here. It wasn't the register workers. So
I ain't making fun of
Anyway.
nobody because I'm telling you,
I
when
don't
put that
like
over
them.
I cannot breathe. I can't suck air in for some
look,
reason.
and I'm having sinus issues like for the last couple of days where my sinuses are really dry, and I'm not looking forward to wearing one all day today.
And what I don't know is because we all know that this time of year flu starts. How you going to know the difference in between the flu and that if
Or
you
a
should
cold.
go? Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a mess, I think, because like even I was saying last night, all of us out there at the soccer game, I was like, this is going to be a mess if everybody gets sick and can't determine what's a cold and what's the COVID and what's the flu or whatever,
Yeah,
So I guess you just have to go get tested if you think you got something.
Now, there's the quick test, and then I've heard other people say that they wouldn't have that thing where they take this Q-tip about yay long and
Yeah.
it makes you squeal.
Yeah, I watched my son get that test, and I felt so sorry for him because it's awful. They go up one side, and then you have to go through them going up the other side.
Really?
You don't just get one side done. They have to do it twice.
I might panic in a situation like that.
I felt sorry for him.
Now, what happens when you're loaded and you get a divorce? Like, you're the breadwinner of it. I don't even know this lady's husband, Brandon Blackstock. What's he do for a living?
I don't know. I'm not real sure, but I don't know how long they've been married. But
She won the American Idol or something like that. One time,
she was
did
the
she?
first winner.
Really?
I think she was the very first one that ever won. On the show.
But asking for $436,000 a month for support. Now, if he's asking for that, what does this woman really have now?
Well, I don't know, but she ain't gonna have much left.
She lets him take it because he ain't wanting to work ever.
Yeah, because I don't know what she's doing now. I mean, I don't know if she's doing concerts anymore. I know she was on The Voice, as one of the judges on there. So
Rest of America lives off $1,500 to $5,000 a month somehow, depending upon how many bills you got. That's about
$436,000 a month. That's ridiculous. I don't care who you are. That's ridiculous.
Now, as we go to this story, and this may be the nail that sends the signal of what's going on, Barr says there's not enough evidence of voting fraud. Now, it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and then they'll rule on it. Although there are some cases of it, it's not widespread enough, is what he says. And then the president made a speech, and I don't know if I can find that headline, yesterday that made the comment that he would come back in 4 years, I think is what he said. Yeah, here, let me pull this up here. Internet, right there. That story there, the Ghost of Christmas Future, he says he's coming back in 24 unless he manages to cling on to it.
Right.
So that pretty much sets the tone of what's supposed to happen.
I don't understand this not enough evidence. Enough evidence. I mean, if you got any evidence of voter fraud, I don't understand why.
Well, what they're saying is there's not enough votes that they can for surely say was fraud that would change the election is what they mean by that.
Oh, well.
But I think we all know that it was on a larger scale, and there was a lot of things that you don't even know that were done behind the scenes that...
Yeah, and I mean, how do you trust that the rest of the votes are actually,
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know. I think it would be a good idea to just
The mail-in...
can the whole thing and redo it.
I would agree with
without
that.
a mail-in thing.
But they're not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
But anytime that you got the mail-in stuff, there's a little room for somebody, either side now, can do things like that. Our next story here is, reckon who made that? That's a gingerbread replica of the White House.
I don't know, but there was a lot of hours go into that, obviously.
That's like that. What's that guy that's on that cooking show,
Oh,
Duff or Cake Boss? Or
Cake
Duff?
Boss, yeah. What's his name? I can't remember what his name is. I love watching that show, though. They can do anything.
So does Angie. That's why I know his name.
Yeah.
I don't like watching it, but it's
don't
on.
like watching
no,
that?
that's
Oh, I
like
love it.
boring. I mean, what am I going to do with that information?
Well, Scotty Ray, I mean, you never know.
Well,
You might bake a cake one day. You might have
I'm
to
just
know how
not.
to do it.
I'm not a cook.
Well, this is gingerbread houses, but a lot of these big, huge cakes,
Yeah.
you wonder how they get this stuff made, but a lot of it's made from Rice Krispie treats. These
Do I?
big cakes.
Really?
The pieces that they put on top and stuff, they cover it with icing. And stuff.
Now I saw where they used some plywood in one. I thought, boy, that'd be tough. If you put a knife off in that.
You bite into that. Yeah.
So you can't always eat it all, but boy,
No.
they sure make some elaborate cakes.
They
now.
do, and it's so neat.
Now, this is one of these things where there's crooked politicians everywhere. This guy from Phoenix, Arizona, put together, he was just a tax assessor type guy, and he's been arrested and going to spend 6 years in jail for an illegal adoption scheme. I think he scammed millions of dollars through falsifying records of promising people they'd get something that they weren't going to get.
It says got women from Pacific Island nation to come to the U.S. and give up their babies. That is just so
It's wrong.
crooked,
It is.
and that's horrible. Yes.
And maybe I shouldn't go there, but this popped in my head. There are so many families that want children to adopt because for whatever reason they
Yes.
can't have their own, or maybe they lost one. And then there are so many kids killed with abortion in the United States.
Yes.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah, it does mine too. And we were just talking about that the other day. I don't understand this. I don't understand the abortion thing. I mean, I know that's a touchy subject. I know. And I'm not like trying to crucify somebody for doing that, but I think
You don't
that
agree with it.
I don't agree with it, and you don't ever know though what you're going to feel or do if you're in the position. But if you really think about it, I mean, I wish they had more people who could talk to these girls or these women before.
My next point. They're open. There's one in Jackson. Did you know that there is an abortion clinic there? And there's a group of people that stay out front, and the ladies have to walk past them to go inside. And it's a group of people that try to talk them out of it for those 3 days that they do that. So, well,
you never know, like I said, how you're going to feel, what you're going to do until you're in the position. I mean, I know you're never going to know. But if they had, some of these people had somebody to talk to or had other options, because there are, like we said, so many families that would love to have babies.
There are options, and people just may not know it.
Yes.
So talk to somebody. If you want to volunteer, get with that group that goes over to Jackson to talk with people also.
Yeah.
As we continue our people that are in politics that, take advantage of you. Salt Lake City is where it all went down. She stole $95,000, and, she paid car payments, jumped on eHarmony trying to find her a fella, and she ordered some pizza.
Gosh.
Now, if you were going to steal money, would you spend it on that?
No.
And that's not really a lot of money to get yourself into jail over.
I don't understand people embezzling money. I mean, on a local level, on like national, any kind of like stealing money. I don't know why people think that they're not going to get caught.
Because they think they're smarter than somebody else.
I've heard of so much of that going on, and I'm like, what were you thinking?
Some are just better than others.
Yeah. I never picked up loose change around the house. That's type, and my kids didn't either. If it wasn't yours, you didn't pick it up. But,
and then you've got Congress there getting free health care for the rest of their lives while the rest of us try to figure it out.
Right.
That might be stealing too.
Yeah.
Just thinking. But now here's a story that's national that went on. This is where parents need to be parents. A 15-year-old girl breaks up with this little boy. 6 months later, she thinks, I'm going to get him. So she sends her new boyfriend over to his house to beat him up. Well, he takes 4 of his friends, goes into their house, beats him, and the mother comes in, pulls him off, runs him out of the house, and she walks outside, and they run over her with a car and kill her.
Oh, Lord, that is awful.
So they've arrested all 4 of them in the plot that it started that way. She was 52 years old, a school teacher, and now there's 4 children without a mother, all because a 15-year-old wanted to get back at her boyfriend.
Right, and all these other ones that were involved in that, their life's over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ruined. I mean, all because of some just stupid decisions.
Yeah, and that was a stupid decision.
Right.
But beyond how, and it goes back to, in my opinion, of parenting. Things have to be taught at home. So the more you can do to teach your kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be, do so.
Yeah.
All right, let's. There is an auction coming up, and if you're into getting celebrity items, Eric Clapton has donated a guitar. And I want to say that was a guitar that was played when they recorded I Shot the Sheriff, but I Did Not Shoot the Deputy.
Oh, okay.
You know that song?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Just check
I remember that song. I do.
Then he had that song. What
that
was
one
it?
I know.
Cocaine. I don't know the rest of the words to it.
Yeah.
And then there was the only other Eric Clapton song that I know, I think, was that I Get Off on 57 Chevys.
Yeah, that slow kind of.
No, it was actually upbeat.
Huh?
It was actually,
I know the song that you're talking about, though, but it was kind of a slow-paced song. But it was,
and it seemed like there was one other big Eric Clapton. I mean, he had a bunch of songs. I'm just not familiar with it. But at Chuck Berry, if you were into Chuck Berry, his guitar is going to fetch between $300,000 to $500,000, and they don't really know what the Ferrari is going to bring that belonged to Eddie Van Halen.
Just 28,000 miles on the odometer.
Nice car. It sounded like the family trying to get rid of some things out of the bat while they still can.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, the Christmas parade coming up there in Collinsville. Hope you can make it out for that on December the 12th. And what do we got?
23 days till Christmas.
So that's right around the corner.
Before we know it.
I know.
Now, you have an update also, don't you, on the councilwoman?
Oh,
we
yeah,
find out what
Walmart thing that happened down in Macomb.
Yeah.
It ends up being, as we all guessed, what do all fights usually stem back to?
What do you think? Yeah.
Love triangle. She saw her.
Was that a Jolene?
More or less. She saw her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend at the parking lot of the Walmart, and it was on like Donkey Kong.
Don't mess with somebody's
I don't know if you've seen the video to that, but I mean, she's just randomly shooting everywhere at that woman.
Look, and let's talk about something real quick before we go.
All right,
bumper stickers. I have seen all kind of bumper stickers, but I saw one this morning that I've never seen before. And it says, I love my hairy man. I thought, who? I mean, that's what it said. I love my hairy man.
Well, see, bumper stickers have almost faded away because cars now cost $60,000 and people won't stick them to it. But was that on a window?
It was on a window. Yes, it was on a window, but it was a bumper sticker. But that's one I've never heard before. So
do you like that slogan?
You see some funny bumper stickers? I want to know. Oh, and also, what is the chances that the guy that I told you about that I got behind yesterday?
You get him again today?
Yesterday, when I was going to get Alden from school, I got behind the same person.
Boy, he likes
on
you,
39. What's the chances of that?
You ought to follow him and see where he stops and talks.
He was driving a little better then, though.
He got a little faster.
He was actually moving the speed limit, yeah. But what's the chances on that?
Bless your heart.
I need to get him a bumper sticker.
What you gonna give him?
I don't know. Something like I
love my hairy woman.
Yeah.
Because I'm on, here in the deep South, we truly believe in ladies shaving their legs. But I remember 4 or 5 years ago, back when I was in radio, I was with Dr. Alan Brown, and we were in another state. And there was a woman in front of us in McDonald's that had that's Harry's leg, and I took pictures of it because it was scary.
Yeah, or lift your arms, hey.
So
yeah.
They ain't
get
99 cents for
right.
For a razor.
You get them disposable kind. Yeah,
that's right.
That's just look, good hygiene is the number one thing that you need to worry about.
Never hurts.
Yeah.
As we look at our forecast there, that's our extended forecast again. 56 today. We got those rain chances tomorrow and Friday, as you'll see in the forecast, and then warming up over the weekend. 33 at night.
Well, that's
compared to last night. That's pretty good.
That is. It's better. Hopefully, I'm not out in it. But.
So as we go on to December the 15th, it'll get some highs back up in the 60s and some 40s, and then we'll dive back into the 30s again before Christmas.
I hope it's a cool Christmas, though. I don't like hot Christmas.
That's not your thing?
No, I hate that. It doesn't even seem like Christmas when it's hot weather.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
So let's take a minute and talk about, as Christmas gets here, if you're looking for a great thing, the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. They've been there since 1932. Now, I know that you weren't there when they opened the doors, but it's been there a while.
It has been there a while, and they've got such pretty things in their gift shop, all kind of Christmas stuff. Just need to go take a look at it.
That's a pretty cool looking. That's a poinsettia there in front of the mirror, isn't it?
It is, and I love that mirror.
Yeah,
I love it.
They got that on display there over in the gift shop. Here's some different pictures of the mantle if you'd like to do your mantle that way.
Yes.
And let's see here. There's a pretty Christmas tree that they put together.
It is pretty. I'm thinking about doing a different one this year. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm thinking about using family pictures.
Really?
In like some clear glass balls.
Yeah.
Putting everybody's pictures in them.
Somewhere, and I haven't seen it put up in our house this year, there's another Christmas tree missing. She's got a Mississippi State tree somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
I just thought, poinsettias, those are pretty. I just thought a family tree.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Kind of neat.
Let me know when you get it.
I will.
Do you have something to say about the poinsettia?
I love the variegated ones. I love them. And
that's
then
the green ones or the speckled ones?
The speckledy looking ones.
So
yeah.
go ahead and call them speckled. I love them speckled ones.
The speckled ones.
For folks who don't know. Some other gift ideas there, if you'd like some ornaments there, some figurines, I think is what they actually call that there at the co-op. And, of course, when it gets into the disinfectant at this point in time, you can't have enough.
That's right. And you better get it while it's there because you never know. It'll be like
have another run on it. Of course, a lot of apparel that you can save money on. Mobucks T-shirt. And they also have the Lauderdale County Farm Supply T-shirt. I don't know if you've seen that. That's got all the different signs on it. Those are pretty cool looking.
That is.
Yeah. And as we get into boots that you'll need to work in, and of course they've got those to keep your feet dry. All of your deer hunting supplies that you're looking for, from feeders to hangers and scales, and taking care of all of your blocks that you need. And also your little favorite thing.
The buddy heater. That's a lifesaver, I'm going to tell you.
I prefer the bigger one here because I get colder than somebody with a smaller one.
The one
that's a
farthest
massive
right.
one.
Okay, last night somebody had one with 3 burners on it. It was like this wide. I don't know if y'all can see my hands. Wide.
And it worked pretty good?
It did. I mean, I'm sure it did. I was burning up. My leg felt like it was sunburned by the time we left the game.
You need a deer camera. They got those also. They got the ones that send it to your phone along with the SD cards, and also those that you can operate from your phone in the deer stand while you're there. If you need any fertilizer right now, they've got all of that, ammonium nitrate, and of course horse cattle feed for anything that you might need. If you need an odd and end gift there for Christmas, well, a gun is perfect, and they've got plenty of them, along with ammo and things of that nature while supplies last. Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Drop in and see them today. They're good folks, and they'll certainly take care of you.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
And I want to say a big thank you to the Red Fireworks Barn for being one of our sponsors. They'll be kicking off with some fireworks sale on Saturday out in the southeast area if you're out that way and you need some.
Right, and just like this morning when we had the thing about the coal plant, possible something going on 493, a wreck or something possibly. If you ever have any kind of a, notification thing that we need to put up here for people, just let us know what's going on. If there's a wreck somewhere, y'all just drop us a comment.
It saves somebody else some time and trouble as they're trying to get to work also.
Right.
But again, we'd like to say thank you for watching this morning. We'll be back bright and early no matter how cold it is tomorrow, just for you. Yes. Any advice for the day that you want to give me?
Just bundle up. If you got to get out in it like Scotty Ray, and I'm going to be thinking about you, Scotty Ray, at the dentist because I'm glad it's you and not me.
So do you wear a scarf every day or is it just on cold days?
No, this is just kind of like a decoration. This is not one of those real warm ones, but just a...
Candace and decorations. We'll have to get you some Christmas ones.
Yeah, I need some tinsel to hang around my neck.
Again, thanks for dropping by and spending some time with us here with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by